Can you please put this back?
Welcome here to Baseball Park, Springfield, for this second grade fixture between the Central Coast Marlins and the Ryde Hawks. Just getting the plate meeting over and done with here. Grant Johnston here sitting in the commentary booth at the moment, but I'll be stepping out in a moment. And Martin Vine will be stepping in to bring you this second grade fixture. Assisting us on the console today won't be my son, the usual console operator. Will be Alex Kovac, Luke Kovac, our first grade pitcher's younger brother. Will be assisting Martin Vine with his button pressing. Not that Martin presses too many buttons on the console. He presses people's buttons, but none on the console here. So it looks like we've got the scoreboard up and running. We've got the two cameras up and running, one down the one here behind the plate. So one behind the plate, and we've got one down the first baseline, which you can see there. And we also have the picture-in-picture option, which we'll go to when we have runners on. And we'll try and get it right some of the time. We'll get it wrong most of the time, but we'll do our best. We don't quite have the lineups here. Martin's just getting in from the scorer's box in a moment. But on the mound for the Central Coast Marlins, leading off, starting pitcher here is Chris Goss. And I think Martin is here ready to go. So I'll just watch this batter and we'll step out. So I think it's 1 ball, 1 strike here on the batter. Catches the inside edge there. So the batter there goes down on strike. So it's the first out of the innings, and with that, Martin Vine will now take over for the second grade fixture.
Thanks, Brent.
Sorry about that.
So that's a foul over first base side. So the batter in the box is Jake Clinch, who is going to be playing third base. Ryde. Another foul, right side. We're going to run out of balls before this day's out. I can see that. I'm not sure if Grant's gone through the card with the second grade Marlins side. So easy out to first base, 2 dead. New batter for Ryde is James Murphy. The shortstop for Ryde. He'll be playing shortstop. Big strong lad, number 50, the big 50, Hawaii. Inside for a ball. Jake Phelps catching this game. Chris Ings, the first grade catcher, playing second grade today. He's playing at second base. Phelps and Gossie have quite a nice rapport going. So Coach Terry Pearce didn't want to disrupt the battery. Umpires asking for balls. The Ryde guys have not gone chasing for anything. Unfortunately, there we go. First base has got a ball. Two dead, 1-1. Gets straight to second base. Chris Ings, easy out at first, and the side away. So 1, 2, 3 innings, exactly right. Back shortly with the Central Coast Marlins lineup. So leading off the Marlins will be Dan the Man Rogers, Dr. Dan. Playing centre field for Marlins. Leading off, and he'll be facing Brett Ardill, who's throwing to Brendan Tex Lauer. There's a strike to start off. That's a good way to start. One and one, up and in. Dan has wheels. He's not averse to bunting for a base hit as in the leadoff. There's a swing and a hit. A swing and a foul, sorry. So he's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gets him off speed on the outside corner. 1 away. So around from the infield as they're entitled to do. So a bit of an audience out there today for this second grade fixture. We've got a bit of an international flavour to the audience today. Just a big shout out to the boys at Iowa Central Community College over there in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Just tuning in on what you could be missing out on. There's a hit up to, through the shortstop. And it'll be Jack Day. He'll look for 2 and he'll do it hard, but he's there now. So it doesn't matter. He's on 2. So 1 dead, 1 on. Runner in scoring position. Sorry, that was Jay Andrews with the hit. Jack Day coming up. Jack Day's the first base. So Jay Andrews plays winter ball for the Dodgers club here in the Central Coast. He's playing his shortstop today, I believe. Let's have a quick look. Yes. The 6-man shortstop. So, yes, he's in the shortstop. Jack takes a strike. bat down the can. It's early doors. Yes, the boys at Iowa Central would be enjoying watching the 28 degrees Celsius weather here today. Gentle breeze blowing in. Beautiful day for baseball. It's grass, the green stuff, boys. It's not snow. It's him reaching. That's twice he's gone away with 2 strikes in the batter. Hopefully the boys will learn. Jake Phelps up to bat. Jake the catcher. Very much the skipper of this team. Can hit. Two and 0. It's a strike. That's a walk. That'll do us. So runners on 1 and 2. 2 dead. Chris Shorty Ings in the box. Shorty's actually the State League first grade catcher of the year last year. We've got a plethora of talent playing for the Marlins today, and Shorty is finds himself here in the second grade. An absolute fighter, so this should be a good opportunity for the Marlins to score a run or 2. Jay Andrews might not have wheels, but it's a hit to shortstop and pops it up for an easy out at second base, and that's side away. So 2 left stranded, 0-all, back to the top of the second innings. So to start off the innings for Ryde Hawks second grade will be Chris Dutton. Dutton, the DH, the designated hitter. To face Chris Goss, stalwart workhorse left armour for Central Coast Marlins. There's a strike.
I'll pay that.
So with that, I'm distracted here. So base on balls for Chris Dutton, which brings the catcher, Tex Lauer, to the plate. Lauer's been around the State League for a long time. He played in the Newcastle comp. I think he's from played for the Phoenix Club for a while there. I think he's played for he's actually down Illawarra way. I think he plays in the Illawarra comp as well. Loves the game, can't get enough. Been with the Ryde club for a while. Struck in the middle. Definitely a gamer. Off speed from Gossi. Makes a mess of Lauer. Draws a strike. And that'll be the third one. So one out, one on. Rob Solomon's the second baser coming up to bat. Taken there by Phelpsy behind the dish. Kick back to the pitcher. Put out at first. The runner advances. 2 dead, 1 on. Runner in scoring position, and the 7-hitter coming into bat, Luke Levinian. So Luke Levian. Luke played the New South Wales Country last year as a pickup player. Played very well from all the reports. He's here for the Ryde club today. Ball up high. There's a good strike. Goss splits his time in the winter season between the Toronto club in the Newcastle League and Dodgers in the Central Coast League. One plays Saturdays, one plays Sundays. He's still a pitcher, so it must be very hard to get around it, but he does his best. He's probably got shares in the Bell Ice factory. And the arm in great shape. Played for Marlins a couple of years ago, had a couple of years off. Young family now. There's a hit to second base. Second base pulls out of it, and Luke Kovac comes in from right field to take the catch. Chris Ing stayed with it until he heard the call, which was lucky because he had no real chance of making the catch. But that's the way you do it, isn't it? You stay with it till the outfielder calls over the top of you. So good out. Runner left on board. 0-0 ball game. Jack Stevenson in the box. Strike in the middle, facing up to Brett Ardill. Swings through that one, 2 strikes. Just fiddling around with sound levels here.
It's a veteran's decibels. Have fun.
Gets him on the outside corner again. 2 strikes from the batter. This pitch is going to the outside corner every time, and it's paying dividends. Hopefully the Marlins guys will start to work that out. Dave O'Keefe up to bat. He's been around a fair while. He played for the MacArthur Club a few years ago, had a few years off. When we got to the coast, we welcomed him back with open arms back to the game. He's been playing 3rd grade and forced his way into the 2nd grade side with a couple of good performances in 3rd grade. There's a foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Got onto that. He's pulled it left. It's foul. I think he saw that pitch coming on the outside corner and he set himself up for it. What's Ardill going to go to with this one? Off the centre of the plate, or out to the corner a little bit, I suppose, but still a good strikeout. Strikeout swinging, fair play to the pitcher. Luke Kovac up to bat. Luke's playing right field. He's one of the club's better pitchers. I think he's playing in the field here today, and I think he'll be in the bullpen in 1st grade. Luke plays for the Boomerangs Club in the Newcastle League and Lions here on the Central Coast in the winter. And a young fellow, but very handy with the bat and not a complete nuffy in the box. Very good arm on him in the field and an unusual side-army style of pitch, which there's a hit up the middle. Picked up cleanly by the centre fielder Livian and Kovac comfortably to first base. Mitch Wallace up to bat now. Mitch Wallace, new to the club this year. May have played last year, 18s. Only a young fellow. Again, forced his way up from the lower grades. He's good enough to be playing second grade. And that's good enough for us. Playing left field. Good take. So 2 out, 1 on. Getting towards a favourable count here. It's 3-1, 3-0, 3-0. So Terry Pearce would have said, leave this on your shoulder, son. And up to Ardell to either take the easy strike. Yes, he does. No, not a strike. Inside, and that is a great at-bat. 4-pitch walk, which takes us back to the leadoff batter, Danny Rogers, Dr. Dan, the DR man. Very cool cucumber Dan. Very capable of playing first grade. Leading off here in second grade today. Outstanding soccer player, they tell me. So Dill's throwing 5 straight balls here. That's a foul. Dan might have got away with the ball on that one as well, had he not swung. Certainly the top of the zone. That's a safe hit, and Kovacs is held up at third. So loaded bases. With the 2-hitter in the box, Jay Andrews. Jay hit he hit a sweet little double. We'll finish up a double anyway in his first at-bat. So let's see if he can do some damage. And there's a strike. One and one. Fouls it away. Dill will be hoping to close this innings down for the Marlins. Getting into the heart of the lineup, and the batters coming up are all strong hitters. And he does exactly that. So well pitched. So the Marlins leave bases loaded. Should have done better, but it's a long game. So the umpires here today, Jason Spurway and Paul Jones. Paul doing second base duties, Jason doing the home plate, and Matt Carter doing one of the earlier games with Scotty Murray to help. I think Bobby Crawford's doing the late game, I'm assuming, with Paul.
Yeah, I've got 41.
Look at our sponsors page up there at the moment. There's some great local businesses that have got behind Marlins this year. And Nick and Jane's Furniture at Erina. Been in the game a long time. You were to go in there and mention that you'd seen the advertising on the baseball stream. He'd be sure to give you an outstanding discount and call you an absolute legend, because the man himself is an absolute legend, as is Jane. Wonderful, wonderful couple. And the staff there, very helpful. A lot of the furniture, I've actually bought some furniture there myself, and it's like, more often than not, I can deliver that today. Yeah, you want it this afternoon, I'll get it this afternoon. Not everything, but, a lot of the stuff he's more than happy to get out to you straight away. Or he'll have something there that he can do. Might not be exactly what you want it, but it'll do the job if you need it there in a hurry. There's a hit, which will go in towards shortstop, and Jay Andrews covers some good ground to clean that up. There's Nick Clunan in the box, the 9-hitter, playing left field, hitting left-handed. And there is a hit to third base. It's going to be in foul territory. Will Jack Stevenson get there? He's taken a great catch. Well, he's made it look harder than it was, but he certainly stuck with it all the way and grabs it in for the second out of the day. Always like to see fielders having a good go at a ball, at a fly hit into foul territory. Nothing can go wrong. The only person that can win is the fielder. If he drops it, still doesn't hurt. So you can lay out, runners can't advance. It's all good. Well done, Jack. Inside for a ball. Tommy Truelove. Been playing for the Ryde Club for some time. I don't think he was all that happy with that one. Looked all right to me. Looked all right. It was on the inside corner. And the umpire thought it was too. And that's all that counts. Strike swinging. Gossy gets him going away. One ball, two strikes. Up. This Goss has a nice little repertoire. He doesn't... got him swinging, and you are out, my friend. Goss, he has a nice little repertoire. He's got... he's all off-speed. He's got nothing red hot. His fastball would be lucky to be early 80s. He knows that. He works hard, and throwing was a throwing these as a left-hander, it's always difficult for batters, and he knows it. Because he's a genuine pitcher. He's not just a guy that doesn't like it. He loves it. Give me the ball. I'm on the mound. Baseball needs more of them. So we've got a few things to get through between second grade and first grade tonight. Dedication of the lights. We've got the local politician Adam Crouch coming to say a few words. We've got the local dignitary saying a few words, which would be great. That's why the game's forward a little bit today. We've brought it forward to create a bit of space. After first grade, most of the guys here will be going back to the Settlers Tavern at West Gosford. The beer's cold, the soft drinks are cold, the food's good. It's a good family pub, and they've been very generous to us these last couple of years, and we're really enjoying their hospitality when we attend there. So all our home games, we try and make an effort to get back there. It's a great place to be. The Settlers at West Gosford. It's a quicker delivery there from Ardil, but still wasted into the dirt. Jack Day in the box, first baser. I used to play cricket with Jack's father years ago. Well, against him, to be honest. Johnny Day. Might have played a bit of rep stuff with him, don't remember. It does seem to be a long time ago. The days of black and white. So he's dug that one out of the dirt. This might go all right for him. Yes, on the error from second base. Jack's made it to first. It was dribbling its way up there. I think had he picked it up cleanly, he would have got him out, and I think they'll have to charge that one with an error. Very much a cricket shot. Probably might have got away with a quick single if it was the 11-man game, but it's not. We're playing baseball. Nothing to be proud of. But he's on base, and that's all that counts. So Lauer picks up and throws to first base. Very handy catcher. Been around a long time. Phelpsy in the box. Outside. And that's 2 balls. So the hit run was on. Phelps didn't let him down, but it's a foul. Wily old Terry Pearce over there at third base, coaching. Waits for the signal, steps out. I'm going to say that the hit run's on again. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. That'll be 3-1. And he's got the green light. Swing away, son. Dirt in his eye. And that'll do. That'll do a walk. Phelps is a very cool customer. At the centre pitch, he would have swung. Which brings Chris Shorty Ings to the plate. Shapes to bunt. Pulls away. Shapes to bunt again. Jill's struggling to find the zone here. You could throw a strike. Shorty would have bunted either one of them. It's 3 in a row. I think he's giving him the green light again. I think Shorty might be swinging on this. Nope. Fat down the can. That's his BP pitch. He's swinging now. Nope, that'll do us. Loads him up. Got a visit from the coach. Calm the kid down and break up a bit of momentum for the Marlins. He's actually pitching quite well, but just struggling in and around. So we hit up the middle to the second base. Picks it up, plays the base, throws the runner out at first base. So the runner going from first to second is put out. The batter, Jack Stevenson's put out, but it scores a run. So double play, an RBI double play, brings Dave O'Keefe to the box. But Marlin takes first runs in this game. Dave swings over the top of that. And that is side away. Beats him with the off-speed pitch. So they get out of jam to a degree. They still gave up 1 run. But Marlins leave runners stranded again. So Goss to continue. I think the Ryde coach is having a word to the plate umpire about something. I'm not sure what. There was nothing untoward with anything that happened there. Possibly the runner going to second. Might not have slid, but he was out anyway, so he can't be out twice. He threw the guy out at first, so he can't be out twice there either. So don't know what he would have had to say, but Matt O'Neill chiming in there as well. Might just be friendly banter because I don't think there was anything untoward. Brings Jake Clinch to the box. Third base is a two-hitter in the lineup. Top of the fourth. One-run ball game. Beautiful weather here at Baseball Park, Springfield. One of the suburban grounds that State League has. We all love playing at the fantastic facility at Baseball Park at Blacktown International Sports Park, Blacktown, but we don't get there very often. Ooh, that might have been a strike. Obviously not. So Lynch gets there on walks. Oh, on balls. Gets the walk on balls. To bring the shortstop James Murphy to the plate. Because he's got a pretty good pick-off move, so we'll find out if this base runner at first base has it or not. Looking to go. Got some checks. Hit the centre field. Dan Rogers is out there. Takes the catch. Runner goes back. And it's one dead. Breeze not helping at all. Breeze blowing slightly left field in. Left centre in. Chris Dutton, the DH, up to bat. I'm getting critiqued here in the comments. They take a bit longer to come through. I'm not actually looking at the comments. I'm looking at the game, calling it like I see it. It's a hard score. So hits the third base. Oh, Jack fumbles it, still picks it up, makes the play at first base. The runner goes across to second. It's two dead. And stayed with the play. Well done, Jack Stevenson. So runner in scoring position. Tex Lowry coming to bat, the catcher. Fielders looking to hold the runners on. Tex is a bit of a... He's got two pairs of boots. He's got another pair that he's wearing. He's got another pair exactly the same at home. He's got one red blue boot and one blue boot. Another pair like that, just like that at home. There's a foul across the top of the dugout. We'll see if anyone from Ryde wants to go and get it. 2 strikes. So 2 dead, runner on 2. Both teams struggling to convert runners to runs. It's got away a little bit from Chris there, and he knows it. A smile on his face. Joey Andrews, well, the runner's gone, and it doesn't matter. Strike 3, chasing something up high. Good baseball from the Marlins to secure the third out. And keep this game at 1-0. So Dill to keep going. So we're into the top of the 5th.
Isn't the bottom of the fourth?
Excuse me, the bottom of the 4th. So as Chet Robinson, the first base coach, makes his way up to the box, Luke Kovac makes his way to the box, to the batter's box, takes a strike. Yes, I've been calling him Kovacs for a number of years. His mother corrected me a couple of weeks ago, and there's another hit which is gone to centre field, has made some good ground to get across to take it. 2 good pieces up the middle from Kovac. Not bad for a pitcher. This brings young Mitch Wallace into the box. 1 dead. So there's some movement towards the bullpen for the Ryde Hawks, second grade. A couple of guys going up there to have a throw. Mitch hits a foul into the mangroves. Did he go? No. He's called that as a swing. I thought he checked it. It doesn't matter what I think. It only matters what those boys in blue think. So that'll be 2 strikes. Fastball down on the outside. Good spot. But no strike. So 2-2, I think. That might be 2-2. No, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full house. Hit up the middle. It'll bounce on the base. Shortstop picks it up, throws him out at first base. Good baseball. 2 dead. Marlins 2 away. Dan Rogers up to bat. Be more than happy to takes a strike down to be more than happy to bunt for a base hit. Third base is right deep. First base is very deep. Dan has wheels. 1-1. Swings. It's going to go foul. Will third base get there? No, it's over the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So I'm going to say the bunt's off if it was ever even on. Terry Pearce is one that likes to see batters hit, but he's also very good at manufacturing runs. Probably not that desperate at this point in time to be thinking too much about it. I just know what Dan's capable of doing. So we've got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 dead, none on, bottom of the 4th. You see all that on the screen apart from the count. And side away. Dan's thought about busting it over his knee. I think the knee would lose. Rob Solomon up to bat. Second baser. First pitch strike. Looked low and inside. He thought so too. Just a bit of a smile at the umpire. Don't blame him. No, he did not. Phelps asking the question, but really knowing the answer. An easy one to call. Swings. Oh. Stevenson puts his hand up. Sure, yes, it's on you, mate, but you've got a glove in your hand. Popped out of his glove, and the runner makes it comfortably to first. Something happened in the previous innings, but Jack was capable of cleaning it up. This time it just skipped away a little bit too far from it. It wasn't going to happen. So it was his ball, and it was just one of those things. So I think they'll score that as an error. Runner bunts. Phelps dives for it. It goes foul. And it's 1 strike on the batter. The batter, of course, being Luke Livian, the centre fielder. So, coach is just saying, if you go to bunt, son, put it on the ground. Chris Dutton, the third base coach, he's DHing and also third base coach. That's what happens in lower grades sometimes. Gossie checks in. Holds the runner. I don't think Phelps is asking these fielders to come in. There's a hit to centre field. Dan Rogers can't see it. He's picked it up and the runner has advanced. Very difficult position for the base runners to be in there. If he catches it, he has to get back. If he doesn't catch it, he has to go forward. I think the saving grace there was he went too far and Dan couldn't quite get there and didn't take it cleanly on the hop. The base runner held closer to halfway. I think Dan would have been able to get him out. So in the end, they've got runners on 1 and 2, with none dead. And there's a pick-off attempt at first base with a runner on 2. So Jack Day in no man's land. He's not holding the runner on, but he's not off the base either. And lucky not to be a balk, to be honest. There's a bunt. And Jack Stevenson picks it up, throws him out at first base. Well done, Jack. So Tommy Truelove advances the... Sorry. Yeah, Tommy Truelove advances the runner. Both runners. So 1 dead. Runners on 2 and 3. Well-placed bunt. Phelps saw what was going on. He was trying to attract the attention of the infielders and bring them in. Ultimately, they did manage to do their job, but they were never going to stop. The bunt was never going to stop the runners advancing. Runners in scoring position, 2 runners in scoring position, 1 dead. Hits back to the middle. Ings picks it up, throws him out at first. 1 run scores. Good play from Ings. Doesn't get many opportunities to play in the field. He's a catcher through and through, but certainly that was an outstanding play. Made some ground, good grab, good disposal, and a good throw. So 1 run scores, ties the ball game up, 2 dead, runner on 3. So it wasn't Tommy Trillo before. The previous batter was Nick Kluginger. So it was Nick, Ewan Hay, although there's been a change of batter. I must have missed someone on the betting lineup. Okay, this is Tommy Trillo now. Hits up the middle, scores another run. Dan Rogers picks it up at centre field, and Trillo leads around because Jack Day had come in. No one holding him. Jake Clinch into the box. So Ryde takes the lead here, 2-1. Swings on the first pitch. This has been under Shorty should catch this. He does. So it's side away. But 2 runs scored in the innings, and Ryde now take the lead 2-1. So Jay Andrews in the box here. 2 strikes. There's a hit to over the top of first base, stays foul. Lucky it did, because I think Jay would have had no problem getting to first, because the first base fielder was chasing hard after it, and second base wasn't really covering particularly well at first base anyway. But doesn't matter. It's still a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, Brett Ardell still on the hill here. Getting himself out of a bit of a jam. Andrews fouls that one away to the third base dugout. Punches it hard. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. Another foul. This is a good at bat. Well, we may run out of balls before too long. Two. Strike 3. This brings Jack Day to the box. Jay swings, goes to shortstop, who is an easy grab. Throws him out at first, and that'll be 2 dead. Jake Phelps, the catcher. Family affair here. Jake is actually the grandson-in-law of the coach, Terry Pearce. He and Terry's granddaughter Taylor were married earlier this year. True love. Oh no, he plays for Ryde. Takes a strike, off speed, outside corner, good pitch. Phelps holds onto it, and it's a ball on the inside. 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Phelps knows it. Angry with himself. Trying to build a bit of focus here. Unlucky for the pitcher. Maybe a bit up. Not at a great angle, but that's definitely up. And that loads the count. It fills the count up. Phelps swings, fouls it away. He's happy with that. Not his pitch. Phelps good enough to keep the at-bat alive. It's long to left field. Catcher makes a bit of ground. Fielder makes a bit of ground, throws him out. Catches it, takes the catch, and that is side away. Nick Clusion out there to make the catch. So 5 innings complete. Ryde Hawks 2. Central Coast Marlins, the Fish 1. So Coach Matty O'Neill just checking on the pitch count on the pitcher. 90 pitches he's just been told. I think that surprised all of us. Well, he has thrown a lot of balls. He's in and around, but 90 pitches, which I think might be too many to put him anywhere else in the field. That might make it difficult for Matt to come up with a strategy. The DH might be into the game. So the shortstop, James Murphy, in the box, in the 3-hole, leading off. It's a good strike. Ross gets a bit of purchase from the ball. He's got a ball that does a bit of spinning. There's a ball that does nothing at all. It's almost a knuckle ball. He's got quite a repertoire. And that's a pop, which could go anywhere. Phelps is there for it and makes good ground to take the catch. Difficult catch, made look easy in the end. I think he was hoping that Jack Day might have come in and taken it off him. Jack would have been staring into the sun, but Phelps had to take it with the ball running away from him and he running after it. No one had an easy shot at it. Brings Dutton to the box to DH. 1 dead. Oh, I thought that might have been a strike. Unfortunate. Umpire didn't. That's all that counts. 1 ball. Straight back to Goss. Gloved well. Keeps Jack Day alive. And that's 2 dead. Brings the catcher, Brendan Tex Lauer, to the box. Loaded up. Would have swung hard if it was anywhere near the box, but obviously not. Over the zone. That's 2 balls. That's a strike. So reaches. Puts the runner on. So we got 2 dead and 1 on. Solomon's in the box. Just buying tickets in there. Lucky lucky numbers. Swings hard, punches away to a foul. Lau was on his bike. Hits hard to shortstop. Shortstop makes the Chris Ings does very, very well to clean that up at second base. That's side away. So well battled, guys, and a fairly low number of pitches in that innings as well, which will keep Goss in the game a little bit longer. Probably a bit longer than what his Ryde counterpart will be. So Chris Ings in the box, trying to get the ball rolling to get this Marlins, a couple of runs back for the Marlins. Takes a strike. Fouls one away. First foul seen on the right side that hasn't gone into the swamp. Two strikes. There's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It slipped out of his hand there. I think that was where he wanted it to go. He won't have too many more here, Ardil. I think his hard number is 120 something, 125 perhaps. There's a hit from Shorty. It's going to centre field, and Ryde makes a good out. So Jack Stevenson to the box now. One dead. Swings on the first pitch, goes to shortstop. Shortstop throws it to first base. He makes a great grab. Oh, he's pulled him off the base. And I'm not sure.
I think it was called safe.
It's called safe, yeah, absolutely. I think the first base fielder isn't too upset by it. Certainly Ryde doesn't seem to be too upset by it. So they've all asked, but no one's arguing. So better throw, we wouldn't have had a problem. There's the pickoff attempt from the pitcher. Safe again. Paul Jones doing the duties in the blue in the field. Dave O'Keefe in the box. 1 out, 1 on. Marlins trying to claw a run or two back, or claw one back to start with. One at a time is how you win games. O'Keefe swings hard. I thought that might have hit him on the foot. The throw from the third base fielder is a one hopper. Still beats Dave. And it brings Luke Kovac to the box with the runner now, Jack Stevenson, on second base. Not really holding Jack all that hard. Shortstop sort of likes him. Kovac had a couple of decent pieces up the middle so far today. If he can do it again and reach safely, it'll put Jack Stevenson on third and possibly beyond. So Kovac swings hard. Another foul.
Sorry. It's in the pouch. But not the big zippered one, the middle zippered one. And it's in my purse. And it's in one of the zippered.
Really crucial at bat here. Second base are holding on Stevenson. There's a ball in the dirt. Stevenson goes to third. Pitches in the dirt on the outside. Splayed away from Lauer. He did well to get anywhere near it, to be honest. It was fairly wild. So that gets Stevenson round to third. Still 2 out, and Kovac swings probably a little bit high, and that will be side away. So Ryde gets out of trouble again. We've had a change of first base coach. Scott Deeks now doing the duties. Chet Robinson, who was out there before, I would say would be warming up with the first grade boys. So Goss to continue. Batter in the box will be the centre fielder, Luke Livian. Let's go, guys. Piece of play. Inside and low for a ball. I think Terry Pearce will be looking to see Gossie get through plenty of work here. That's a strike, so it's 1-1. Yes, Gossie go as long as he can in this game. He has options. Strike 2. Swung right over the top of that. He has options, but will erode first grade options. It's gone foul. Livian's got a bit bigger since the last time I saw him. I saw him at Nationals earlier this year. He's been doing a bit of work, which is good. Not sure where he fits into in the age brackets this year. But there's a swing hard, goes to third base. Stevenson picks it up cleanly, throws it nicely, and all is forgiven. Good baseball. 1 dead. Ewan Nay, the batter in the box. No, it's actually not Ewan Nay. There's been a change and I've missed it. I'll try and find out who the batter is. I'm sure if you're watching the replay, number 90, you'll know who the batter is. It is Ewan Nay. He's in the wrong jersey. So he's not in. The jersey listed is not what he's playing in, but it is Ewan Nay, so no drama. Swings hard. It's gone foul. Phelps is chasing it, but it's going to go over the fence. Misses all the kids. The parents all ran away to make sure that they didn't get hurt, but they left the kids behind. Welcome to baseball. And someone's been able to throw it over the fence. And the umpires caught it. What are the rest of us doing here? So, Nay lets that one go. That's up. One dead, yes, Blue, one dead. 2-2 is the count. 3-2. Full house. Ooh, brave man inside. So Nay reaches on a walk, which brings the leadoff. Tommy Truelove. No. Nick Clusion, the left fielder, to the box. Swings hard on the first pitch. It's going to go through second base and out to Luke Kovac out at right field. for a safe hit to put runners on 1 and 2 with 1 dead. Back to the top of the lineup. This time it's Tom Truelove, unless there's been a change. And no, there's not. Not quite Aaron Judge in stature. Let's see if he can hit like him. There's the pick off. Again, with the runner on 2. Gosh, he's not afraid of picking off, but again, runs a real risk of, maybe I'm wrong, but Jack Day's not at the bag. Who's he throwing it to? From the hill, he's throwing it to the position player. Here's a hit. This is going to go long. There's a fielder out there. He's taken it, Mitch Wallace, and the runners all hold. So that's a good out for Central Coast Marlins. Clinch in the box. 2 dead, 2 on. 2 runs to 1. That's a strike. Shadow's getting a bit longer now, reaching the batter's box. That's another strike. He's painting the inside corner there. Runner on 2 looking to run. He's getting a good hop. He's not being held. So Andrews is very smart though. He might be a bit of a movement to hold him now. No. It's a good take with 2 strikes on you. One ball, 2 strikes. Would have been better off taking that one on his foot. Jumped out of the way. Phillips cleans it up. It's still only a ball instead of a walk. 2 and 2. Hits to shortstop. Oh, Jack Stevenson makes the easy play to first. And he's had a mixed bag over there at third base. He's taken a good catch. He's made a couple of good grabs and made a couple of good throws, and then he's fumbled a couple as well. Fumbled one and got out of jail, and fumbled one and lost it cold. He'll only be charged with the 1 error so far today, but he's certainly made up for it with some outstanding plays otherwise. Good safe gloves. The catch against the fence was also quite a good one. They tell me, the fans down on the fence there tell me that it was an outstanding catch. And I was a bit harsh. Whatever, it's 2-1. And we're into the bottom of the 7th.
Look at that by yourself.
Dell's still going. He could not have many left. I'm pretty comfortable that the hard number is 125. And we'll try and check on that, but if it's not, it is what it is. At this level, they know what's going on. I am just the mouthpiece. I could be wrong. It's just like being at home. One ball.
Both of those things to show my teacher.
Strike called. Mitch Wallace in the box. Mitch had a good hit in his last at bat, I believe. He took a good catch in that last innings as well. Crucial. That's a strike. That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Like base runners and balls and strikes.
Well, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Kieran,
So
I can do it, but Kieran's doing it.
I simply wouldn't be able to because I can't
Another ball.
read my umpire signals. Plus, I just don't watch that.
Yeah. I get distracted and then I'm like, what's the count?
Mitch Wallace in the box.
Considering doing this, when the batter hits the ball,
Swings on strike 3. 1 dead. Dan Rogers back to the top of the lineup. Dan the Man Rogers.
Yeah. Usually there's a throw, but anyway, I believe that was an out.
Yeah, that's an error.
And shapes to bunt. Good base. Made a bit of ground to get in there. First base wasn't going anywhere, I don't think. Shapes to bunt again, and he does so, and it's gone through past the pitcher. Dan's done it easily. Second base fielder picks up the ball cleanly, but still doesn't even bother to throw. Dan has absolute speed on the bags. So we called it early that Dan could do it, and he's just done it. So Jay Andrews now with the opportunity to do something. My money says that Jay will also be bunting. Jay's a clever ball player. There's the pick-off attempt from the pitcher.
I don't have to because
I think Ryde's got anything going in the bullpen, so I'm not sure what their plan is as far as pitching is concerned. Marlins have someone warming up in the bullpen. I'll try and see who that is in a minute. Dan Rogers, it's a good jump, but the pitch out was on. Lau is a smart catcher. He's called it early, and Dan knew what was going on there as well. So this is not going well now for the pitcher. It's, I think, 3 balls straight here. 2 balls straight, sorry. Here's another pick-off attempt. Wasn't a great move, but he knows that Dan's looking to run, so fair play. Dan's gone, and there's the throw from Lau off his knees, and he's out easily. Yeah, if there's any question there. Good throw from the catcher. Ryde fielder in good position. Put it on him while he was still moving. Hard to call him not out. Hard to call him safe. And there's the walk. So 2 dead. Jay Andrews in the box. So Kovac's up there in the bullpen warming up. But whether he's needed or not is yet to be determined. Ryde coach out to talk to the pitcher. I don't think he's got anything left. They've got a pitcher warming up in their bullpen. He'd have to be up to the top end of his limit, very close to it. I think that conference was more about giving the pitcher warming up a bit more chance to get loose. I can't see who the Ryde pitcher is. Jack Day swung all over the top of that. Needs to be a bit more focused here, my friend, because time is slipping away. 7 innings here, 7th innings. There's a foul. Bottom of the 7th. 2 dead, 1 on. Ryde 2-1. Ryde 2 men. Central Coast Marlins 1. Day with a good piece out to right field. It's going to go in between. They've caught it. Okay, so that's the centre fielder and the right fielder have come crashing together. But the right fielder, Tom Truelove, has managed to hold on to it. And that is side away. Nobody likes to see fielders crashing together. He did very well to hold on to it. Centre fielder's call. It'll be interesting to see what the discussion was. I think Matty O'Neill's out there talking to him about it now. But it's out in the book, and that's all that counts. So Luke Kovac was warming up. Goss still going. Going into the top of the 8th. Don't see it going beyond this innings.
1-1-8. So it's 1-1-8. In your dreams.
Now there's actually plenty of time. I'm just looking at my watch. We started early. We've got plenty of time. This will the 8th. We'll get to 9 innings comfortably, I think. 5:15. I think. It's a 2-hour, 10-minute game. New innings to start. About after that time, so we're a long way short of that. We haven't got to 2 hours yet, so I don't think there's going to be an issue with time here. First grade starts at 6:30. We'll have a few speeches first. Kovac's been shut down in the bullpen. Quite a crowd building. We've got a few Central Coast Marlins juniors here today and their families that will here to watch the first grade game. If they stick around, they'll see a couple of ABL guys. We've got 3 ABL guys playing for us tonight. We've got Michael Campbell. We've got Kyle Gorgoski's scheduled to start on the hill for Marlins. He's going to be playing for Auckland Tuatura. Here's a hit out to left field. Dan Rogers cleans it up. Chris Dutton, nice piece. And then Rickson Wingrove. So Gorgoski will be playing for Auckland. He's in the Philadelphia Phillies pipeline, as is Rickson Wingrove in the pipeline. Rickson Wingrove will be playing for the Adelaide Giants. And, of course, Central Coast favourite son, Michael Campbell, will be playing for the Central Coast Marlins and for Sydney Blue Sox. He'll be a starting centre fielder. That's a good piece from Tex Lauer out to centre field. Dan's going to try and throw him out here, and he's going to be in all sorts of strife. Oh, he's out. Oh, my goodness. Jack stands on the bag, and he was out. The throw was a little bit off. A dangerous play. Centre field throwing, so 8-3 play is a dangerous play, but 2-1 ball game. And this Dutton hasn't got great wheels. Anyway, no damage either way. Ryde, of course, would have a couple of guys that would be ABL guys, but they're actually on international duty. They'd have Luke Wilkins, who's over there in Japan with the Australian team, and Todd Van Stensel. Both of them Sydney Blue Sox guys, but currently preparing for, I think it's today or tomorrow, for the Super 12 International Series Olympic qualifying event, Premier 12. So the throw, you're out. That's a great throw from Phelps, and great position by the middle infielders there, and the runner hosed. So the ball is in Marlins court here. 2-1 to the Ryde Hawks. So we've got two catches in the box here now. We've got obviously Lauer, the Ryde catcher, but we've got the Marlins catches up to bat now. Jake Phelps. Both of them very good catches, but this park sees a lot of good catches. This baseball park, Central Coast, Springfield, sees a lot of good catches. Woy Wolves, of course, play all their home games out of this ground, and one of the best catchers running around the Central Coast is a fellow named Daniel Skaysbrook. Plays for Woy Wolves. They call him Skiddies. He is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. There's a foul. There's a great piece, and that's going to fall nicely into centre field, and that gets Phelps aboard. Chris Ings up again. Ings bats with the wing on his. So they're going to drag Phelps now and put a pinch runner on.
We'll see how that goes. I'll see how that continues.
Luke Jacobs, they tell me, he's coming in to run for Phelps. I would say that would mean then that Chris Ings will catch the last innings. It's a luxury that Terry Pearce would be pretty pleased about, having two genuine first grade catchers both playing second grade. Here's a step off.
Yeah, Luke Jacobs.
Stepping off again. So there's a lot of tension happening here now. Runners running up to the bullpen. Chris Ings in the box. This kid's got wheels. That's why he's out there. Ings hits out to left field. Jacobs comfortably round to second base. Good clutch hitting from Chris Ings. So we've got someone called Lifestyle 08 calling it the most boring sport ever, but he's still here watching. I'm just trying to work out how that works. Of all the things on YouTube you could be watching, my friend, you've chosen to watch the most boring sport ever, in your opinion. Well, there you go. So here's a plate meeting. Here's a mound meeting, sorry. And they'll have to be making changes because he's got nothing left. He's gone 150 pitches, it seems. He's done he's still going. He's still going. So Jack Stevenson comes to the plate. None out. 2 on. Pitcher steps off. Not getting any support from his middle infielders, but just making sure the runner stays where he is. The bunt's on, and Stevenson gets to it, but gets it into the ground, but it goes foul. There's the bunt. Throws it over the top of. Here comes the tying run home. So the pitcher throws it over the top of third base fielder. That's the fence. Scores the tying run. So the go-ahead run now is on third base. Stevenson advances to second. That's how quickly it can happen. Dave O'Keefe comes out of the game. Chet Robinson comes into the game. So the pitch is done now. He's done exceptionally well. And I'd like to think, yeah, they are. The Marlins guys are giving him a clap. Fair play. It's a great effort from the pitcher there. Brett Ardill, 4,000 pitches. It'll seem like that tonight when he tries to drive home. Thankfully he's not driving a manual. He wouldn't be able to change gears. So a new pitcher into the game. I'll get a name here in a second.
Punching change for them.
Give me a nut. Lambert, the new pitcher. Hamish Lambert. So Lambert taking some warm-up pitches. Right hand. They'll be throwing to the pinch hitter, Chet Robinson. Chet, one of the outstanding young under-18s. I think they're going to put him on. I think they're going to put him straight on, actually, to load it up. None out here. I think they're going to put him straight to first base. So Chet comes in as a pinch hitter and gets walked. 4 straight balls. I think that's good baseball. Get to the next bloke. The next bloke, of course, being Luke Kovac. He's gone 2 from 3. So it's quite an interesting move, but I think you needed to fill the hole. Ryde needed to fill that hole at first base anyway. So.
Lucky, do what you do.
That's the ball.
It's 6 minutes until it's in. You can't start doing it in 6 minutes.
It's a strike, so it's 1 ball and 2, 1 and 1. So the time is sort of interesting here as well. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 1 strike. Sorry, the time's interesting. That's a foul. So just doing a bit of housekeeping here. Loaded bases. 2 and 2. I think it was 2 and 2. There's a hit, and it's going to fall safely into right field and fair. So 1 will score. So that's the go-ahead run.
You normally are in this ground.
Anti-mosquito.
So another pinch hitter.
Yeah, this is the best.
Brett Allen coming into pitch hit. Brett Allen, 2-way player, was the starting pitcher from first grade on Wednesday night. Plays for the Belmont Club in Newcastle and can hit. So he's a good position player and got quite a strong arm on him as well. Good enough to be a starter here in the Marlins program this year.
No, I didn't.
Nice kid.
I knew it was about to happen, but I didn't notice it today until someone took on me.
Played under 18s this morning. So the score now 3-2. Still none out. Loaded bases. There's a hit. It's going to go foul. I don't think anyone's chasing after it. No, they're not. It's going to fall into over the fence at the bullpen on the right side. First base. It's a snick through slips. Foul tip. Probably would have bought a ball. But, I think he's loaded up to hit. With loaded bases and none dead, why wouldn't you be?
There's one you threw that really was just down the middle.
Reasonable velocity from the pitcher.
4 layers.
That's way over everyone's head. Kicks away from the fence. Jack Stevenson scores. Everyone comes around the corner. Terry Pearce holding Robinson at third. Robinson fancied his chances. I think Pearce had a fairly good idea of whether he was going to make it or not. He had less faith in Robinson's ability than Robinson did. And we're still none dead. 2 runs scored so far. That's in the dirt. So the count now getting towards a long way into Brett Allen's favour. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
A lot of them don't watch it break time, but they go back and watch it. Jonesy emailed thing and said the umpires have all looked at it.
And he's hit it straight up the middle. He's going to score one. The throw's going to be nowhere. So great. He scores one, gets himself on.
And the single up the middle there.
5-2.
Scores another one across.
Bit of a forlorn look there from a couple of the Ryde players. Yeah. Might be slipping away. The time is certainly having an effect now as well. I think we've a couple.
Hopefully, just gets back to the sponsors that they're happy with it.
I think another couple of minutes and we might be able to start another innings. So this, it's a strike. So there's a hit to right left field. It falls in nicely. Scores another runner.
Base for another run, crossing the plate.
So this has been an outstanding tight game so far all the way, and it's just slipping away a little bit from the Ryde Hawks. They say games are not won in the first innings, but they're definitely lost in the last, aren't they? Won and lost in the last.
About 2 minutes. So we should survive. There won't be other innings now.
It's a long game. I've got 5:34 as the time. Jay Andrews looking to bunt that one. 2 on. Runners on 1 and 2. 6-2. 6-2
Waiting for it.
is the score. 2 strikes on Jay. Sorry, 2 balls. And that's low. So 3 balls. I think Terry's putting a double steal on here. 3 balls. I think they're all going. And that's a strike down the middle. It's a very high point delivery, almost 12 o'clock delivery. Release point for the pitcher here. It's getting it certainly right up there. Oh, call a strike on it. Probably was. Well, it definitely was because it says it in the book, so it must have been a strike. Just been joined in the commentary booth here by the prospect, Kyle Glagowski.
G'day, mate. How's it going?
That's a ball.
And the base on balls there to the shortstop, Jay Andrews, loads them up.
Kyle Glagowski here from the Phillies pipeline. I'm staying at the Yamina Beach Hilton this weekend in the Nav suite of the Yamina Beach Hilton. He's been
Beautiful resort.
lounging it up in the ocean pool this afternoon.
The one who just threw the bat behind him.
So there's a hit from Jack Day out to left field. That'll score 1. Oh, Dan Rogers was looking to go. Terry Pearce is quite happy that to slow things down. That 7-2 is the score. 7-2 is the score.
And a line drive up the left field line.
They're going to call game now. We've got a result, and they have. They've called game. Yep, that would be game. So that's Marlins 7-2. And we might do a bit of a recap in a minute, but final score, I'm going to say 7 runs to 2.
Sorry.
7 runs to 2.
7 runs to 2 is the final score. And a good win for the Marlins in a very tight game. Ryde were in it all the way, and that's how it goes, though. Sometimes both starters did exceptionally well to go all that distance. It's the depth of the pitching that sometimes counts, and Marlins hung on a little bit longer. We'll be back shortly with the first grade.